And it's kind of pretty this time of year. I mean, the Bradford pears are just starting to bloom. We've had a very cold spring, and it was like 17 degrees this morning. Second or third day of, I guess, yes, third day of spring. We're gonna go straight now. We'll go out by Freedom High School, which is the big high school here in Morganton. Let some of the traffic passes by. If you go left here, you end up going away from Morganton toward a place called Nebo. And, well, you go through Glen Alpine first, and you go to Nebo, then you end up in Marion, and you can keep on riding 70 farther and farther on Old Fort. And, you know, that used to be the way you went all the way from Morganton to Asheville. It's just a small road in most places. Interstate 40 changed all that. They finished it up when I was a kid. I'm 49 now. So I'm going to have some people impatient behind me again because I'm going slow. We'll just let that happen. Driving 35 in Morganton. I think the speed limit is 35. We'll pretend that way anyhow. Over there is a little racetrack for the Riverside campground. Actually, they have a little racetrack there for the go-karts. Crossing over the river. This would be the Catawba River. If you've never been to Linville Gorge, I mean, like the Linville River empties out into this, and into Lake James, and then Catawba River comes out of Lake James, which is beautiful. It's back up to our west a bit. Now this is Freedom High School coming up over here to the right. I used to think it was the oddest high school when I was a kid, because when I was growing up, it was fairly new. And no high schools were made like that. They were, you know, now there are a lot of high schools and things made with these kind of rounded buildings and things. But I always thought it looked sort of like flying saucers and stuff. So it's been there a pretty good while now. That's Freedom High School on the right, and some of their athletic fields and all on the right there as well. It's a little nativity scene. That's funny. Look, Christian scenes and stuff out to the left there. We just passed them, and some displayed cars. It looks like. I've never been up on that hill. I don't know what all's up there. Need to do a little ride of the obscure places in Morganton, I guess. We're going about 40 miles per hour now. 45 mile per hour is the speed zone. We're kind of getting back into another section of town that I've not been around to show you yet. And this, if we go left here, you go to a place called Oak Hill. And this is junction with 181. If you go left here, I've got plenty of videos of Table Rock and Short Off and and Hawksbill and the Chimneys. Go look at some of my videos. If you go left here and travel about 20-25 miles, you'll end up in that whole area. We're going to go right back toward town. So you see there's a big Kmart over to our left, and Food Line and all that. Rite Aid, Hardee's. So a lot of people, it's a residential area out here. I'll stop. Make sure I can see that dude coming. Now we can go. Now over here to the left is the public golf course, and I might get over here to the left so you can see it a little better. I can't remember. I can never remember what it's called for some reason. Dude just flying with me. I guess a pizza delivery guy. Quaker Meadows is what it is. Quaker Meadows Golf Course. I was looking for it on a Google map the other night and couldn't even find the name for it on a Google map. You could see the golf course. You also have Mimosa Hills, which is a members only kind of thing. That's down to our south. So we're coming back into Morganton. Well, Morganton Lenore Airport, it says, is to the left. That's actually back up Highway 18. On the way, it's between Morganton and Lenore. I think I've shot a video of that somewhere, and it's a really nice airport we have here. Actually, one of the nicest small airports probably in the state. That's the post office on the right, behind the car wash. Main post office for Morganton. And now we're coming back into town. This was 181 becoming Sterling Street again. or it says, I guess it's called Greenstreet on this end. I guess it's called Green on this end. Once we get into town, it turns into Sterling Street. So this is Greenstreet. We are on the west side of town. Morganton Burke Senior Center on the right, huh? I did drive through here the other day. I've not posted any video, I don't think, of this little approach. We're going to come back in, you know, kind of onto Sterling Street where I showed you the little shops and Singh's Barbershop and all that. So I've already been there. I'll probably take a left up here and we'll go back around kind of 64 route just a little bit. Maybe through some back streets or something. Or back down to speed limit of 20, and I'm going to honor that because I think it makes the video better if we go slower. Jeté Creative Endeavors. I don't know what that is. Kega Electric is an interesting building. It's for sale. That would be a cool building to own. I'll look into that. It's just interesting looking. Kega Electric. Tony's curious about Kega Electric. Let's go straight. Now let's turn. Let's turn. Okay, we've not been through here. I'm on Collett Street now. I'm going to go straight through. I'm probably going to do a right up here after a while. I don't want to go too far back into this residential neighborhood over here. It's just a bunch of houses and stuff. Come on, people, give me the light. Come on, Morganton. Aha, green. Okay, going behind CVS Pharmacy, SunTrust Bank on the left. I'll tell you what, there's a little caution light. Let's go across here. There's a house for lease, or a business place for lease. Endodontist. The Rock Church. I'll be taking a right down here for sure. On Cascade Street. I'm sure hoping my batteries are holding out on my GoPros. Well, this will be all kind of silly, me just riding